Right. Mientras llegan tus compañeros, igual podemos checar los verbs, los verbos. ¿Vale?
Ok.
Poco. Give me a minute. Hello, everybody. Se la cerré por eso. Guay. Vale. Ahora sí. Can you see my screen? Yeah. It is here 50 common irregular verbs. We have there be, was, were, y el past participle been. No es tan necesario el past participle. Es el verbo ser o estar. Bueno, en pasado sería estaba, era. Después sigue become, became, become, que es llegar a ser o convertirse. Become, become. Llegar a ser o convertirse. Después sigue begin, began, become, que sería un sinónimo de start, comenzar o empezar. Begin, began, begun. After we have bring, traer, bring, brought. Brought es el pasado, traer, trajo, ¿no? Trajo, etc. Buy, comprar, buy, no es buy, buy, bought, es como si fuera pero, bought y bought, que es comprar, compré en pasado. Choose, chose, chosen. Choose, chose, chosen. Que es el verbo elegir o escoger. Choose, chose. Come, came, come. Come, came, come. El verbo venir. Do, did, don't. Do, did, don't. Que es el verbo hacer. Drink, drank, drunk. Drink, drank, drunk. Que es el verbo beber. Drink water. Drive, drove, driven, que es el verbo manejar o conducir. Drive, drove, driven. Eat, ate, eaten, que es el verbo comer. Eat, ate, eaten. Fall, fell, fallen. Fall, fell, fallen. Fell, fall, fell. Caer o caerse. Caer o caerse. Feel, felt, felt. El verbo sentir. Feel, felt, felt. Find, encontrar, find. Found, found. Fly, volar, fly, flew, aquí cambia la pronunciación, flew, flown, que es el verbo volar. Forget, forgot, forgotten. Forget, forgot, forgotten. Get, got, got. In American English, gotten es el pasado participio. Este verbo tiene muchos significados. Perdón, forget es olvidar. Get puede ser obtener, sacar, llegar. Si le ponemos la preposición get up, es levantarse. Tener, sentirse también. Sentirse. She got sick, se sintió mal, she got sick, se enfermó. Give, gave, given. Dar, give, gave, given. Go, bueno, ya se la saben, go, went, gone. Verbo ir. Had, had. Tener, had. Hear, heard. Heard es escuchar. Perdón, oír. Keep, kept es mantener o seguir. Keep, kept. Know, knew, known. Know, knew, known. Recuerden que la K no se dice I don't know. Conocer o saber. Conocer o saber. Leave, left. Dejar o salir de un lugar. Dejar o salir. Lend, lend, lend. Prestar, prestar. Let, let, let. Dejar de permiso. Let. Dejar de permiso. Lose, lost, lost. Perder. Make. Hacer. Met. Conocer a alguien, encontrarse con alguien o salir con alguien. Pay, no pay, pay, porque pay, delicious. Pay. Pagar. Put, colocar. Read, pronunciation of the second one, red. Aunque se escribe igual, la pronunciación tiene que ser como el color rojo, red. Leer, leyó. Run, ran. Es correcto. Run. Say, said. Say, no say. Say, decir. Said. Sell, sold. Vender. Sell, sold. Send, mandar. Send. Nomás cambia la T. Sing, sang, sung. Cantar. Sing, sang, sung. Sit, sentarse. Sit, sat. Sleep, slept. Dormir. Speak, spoken. Hablar. Speak, spoken. Stand, stood. Levantarse de tu lugar o pararse. Levantarse o pararse. Stand, stood. Speak, spoken es hablar. Swim, swam, swum. Swim, swam, swum. Nadar. Take, took, taken. Tomar o agarrar. Take, took. Cada vez que veamos una palabra con doble O, la mayormente es el sonido U. Cook, took, put. Después tenemos teach, taught. Teach, teacher, I teach, enseñar, taught. Tell, told. Decir o contar. Tell, told. Decir o contar. Think, thought. Pensar o opinar. También opinar. Pensar u opinar. Creer también puede ser. Creer, I think it's blue. Understand, understood. Entender o comprender. Wear, worn. Vestir. Write, wrote, written. Escribir. Bueno, tenemos todos esos verbs que son super easy. Yeah. So we're going to be checking them. Sobre todo las primeras dos listas, the first two columns are super important. The third is optional, but highly recommendable to do it. Muy recomendable que memoricen esa parte. ¿Vale? Cierro. I close that and I open your books, please. Can you open your books? Vamos a nuestro book, vamos a continuar con what you wear. ¿Sale? Esto nada más fue como calentamiento de los verbos. Ahorita los vamos a practicar en un quiz. La última. Entonces, yesterday we discussed about these people. Yeah, we discussed about these people, the famous people. He was an astronaut. Princess Diana was a princess. No, ya lo dije. Princess Diana. Diana Spencer was a princess, no? Zaha Hadid was an architect. Nelson Mandela was a president of South Africa. Muhammad Ali was a boxer. Christopher Columbus was an explorer. He explored Mexico. So, walnut. I think Mexico, he didn't explore. He found, encontró. He found Cuba. Leo Tolstoy was a writer. Carrie Fisher was an actress. Mary Curie was a scientist. All of them were important in history. Vale. Seguimos con was born también, que el verbo was born es nacer. Was born. I was born. He was born in Ohio, in Wales. He was born in South Africa. She was born in Poland, etc. ¿No? Los lugares. Pero nos hace falta el año. So listen carefully to the year.
9.8. When and where were
Están en las dos páginas, in the two pages, page 84, 84,
they
and
born?
85.
1,
Neil Armstrong was born in 1930 in Ohio, in the US.
2,
Diana Spencer was born in 1961 in Sandringham, England.
3,
Zaha Hadid was born in 1950 in Baghdad, Iraq.
4,
Nelson Mandela was born in 1918 in Mvezo, South Africa.
5,
Muhammad Ali was born in 1942 in Louisville, in the US.
6,
Christopher Columbus was born in 1451 in Genoa, Italy.
7,
Leo Tolstoy was born in 1828 in Yasnaya Polyana, Russia.
8,
Carrie Fisher was born in 1956 in California, in the US.
9,
Marie Curie was born in 1867 in Warsaw, Poland.
All right, one more time, solamente una vez más. Yeah, the year they were born. Yeah, the year they were born. All of these people were born in different years. ¿No? Yeah, so listen carefully. La voy a ir pausando and you tell me.
9.8. When and where were they born? 1,
Neil Armstrong was born in 1930 in Ohio, in the US.
2,
Diana Spencer was born in 1961 in Sandringham, England.
3,
Sorry, when was she born? 19, ¿qué?
61.
61.
Yeah, 51, correct. 1961. 60, no 50. Continuamos aquí con
Zaha Hadid was born in 1950 in Baghdad, Iraq.
Similar to Diana, or before Diana, 10 years before. Hello?
1950.
1950, yes. Actually, 11, no sé contar, no sé contar.
4,
Nelson Mandela was born in 1918 in Mvezo, South Africa.
When was he born?
— 1918.
1918. Thank you, listener.
5,
Muhammad Ali was born in 1942 in Louisville, in the US.
What year?
1942.
1942, yes, correct.
6,
Christopher Columbus was born in 1451 in Genoa, Italy.
1451.
Yeah, 40, 51, ya no es 19, sino 14, 51. All right, so next part.
7,
Leo Tolstoy was born in 1828 in Yasnaya Polyana, Russia.
28.
1828. Thank you, Selena.
8,
Carrie Fisher was born in 1956 in California in the
56.
Yes, correct. And
US.
finally, Marie Curie.
9,
Marie Curie was born in 1867 in Warsaw, Poland.
67.
1867. 60, yes. Las preguntas que haríamos a ellos, for example, if I want to know about Neil Armstrong, primero que nada, ¿quién era ese tipo? Who was Neil Armstrong? Ya no va a ser who is, sino who was. ¿Yeah? Entonces vamos a responder con was, he was an astronaut, ¿no? También puede ser what was his job, another alternative, what was Neil Armstrong's job. Where was he born? ¿Dónde nació? He was born in Ohio. And when was she born? ¿Cuándo nació? ¿No? Listen to the
9.9.
pronunciation.
Who was Neil Armstrong?
He was an astronaut
Where was he born?
in Ohio, in the US,
When was he born?
in 1930.
Ujú. Lo mismo pasaría con Diana, con Carrie Fisher, who was Marie Curie, when was she born, or he born, when was he born, etc. Entonces no lo vamos a practicar, no nos da tiempo, mejor vamos al negativo, ¿no? Ya se los había adelantado, la negación de was es wasn't, ¿no? Wasn't. Se le agrega N, apóstrofe y T. Ya lo tienen aquí. For example, Steve Jobs. Do you remember Steve Jobs? ¿Sí se acuerdan de Steve Jobs? This sentence, he was an architect. Really? An architect? He wasn't an architect. No lo era. No, he wasn't. He was an inventor or creator of Apple computers and iPhones and iPads and etc. iPods as well. Steve Jobs and Neil Armstrong were English. No, they weren't. No, they weren't. They were American. La negación de were, weren't. No eran, no fueron, no estaban. Okay, listen and repeat.
9.10.
Steve Jobs was an architect.
No, he wasn't. He was an inventor.
Steve Jobs and Neil Armstrong were English.
No, they weren't. They were American.
Yeah, the negative of was is wasn't. The negative of were is weren't. O la forma larga sería was not o were not. Y si se dan cuenta, no pongo ni el verbo to be en presente como he is, she is, no, porque ya estamos hablando en pasado. They are, nada de they are, sino they were, he was an architect, they were English, no, he wasn't, no, they weren't. ¿Cómo hacemos preguntas? Muy fácil, eso sí no se los enseñé, no están en su archivo Word que les mandé, así que pueden anotarlo. ¿Cómo hacemos preguntas? Muy fácil, solamente invertimos el orden, yeah, WH question, plus the verb to be in past participle, which is was or were. Plus subject, plus complement. Si quiero preguntar ¿Dónde estaban ayer, chavos? Where? ¿Dónde estaban ayer? Where? Where you yesterday? I was at home. I was in my class. I was in the park. Mhm. Where were you yesterday? Convierte en orden. ¿Va en segundo lugar o va en primer lugar? Was your brother with you? ¿Estaba contigo tu hermano? No, he wasn't. Si es una cuestión, depende. No, he wasn't. Yes, he was. Was your brother with you? Por ahí me faltó you, ¿eh? Entonces pueden anotarlo en su documento Word de explanation of verb to be in past. Verb to be in past. Okay. Vamos con la segunda página. Please, can you do exercise number 5? Exercise number 5, it is about correcting information. Yeah. According to these people, que ya tenemos la información, yeah, de dónde son, más bien de dónde eran, yeah. They were from different places, obviously. Not all of them were American. You have an example. Christopher Columbus was a scientist. No, he wasn't. He was an explorer. ¿Vale? So according to the information that you've got here, guys, y en la página anterior, porque hablamos también de Steve Jobs y Amy Winehouse, complete, please, complete the text. Es un listening también, pero antes de que escuchemos el listening, traten de contestarlo con la información que tenemos aquí. ¿Ya? Okay, I play the listening and you check.
9.12. Wasn't and weren't. 1,
Christopher Columbus was a scientist.
No, he wasn't. He was an explorer.
2,
Zaha Hadid was a princess.
No, she wasn't. She was an architect.
3,
Marie Curie was born in 1919.
No, she wasn't. She was born in 1867.
4,
Diana Spencer and Amy Winehouse were born in the US.
No, they weren't. They were born in England.
5,
Nelson Mandela and Neil Armstrong were both politicians.
No, they weren't. Mandela was a politician, but Armstrong wasn't.
6,
Leo Tolstoy was an Italian actor.
No, he wasn't. He was a Russian writer.
9.12. Wasn't and weren't. 1,
Christopher Columbus was a scientist.
No, he wasn't. He was an explorer.
2,
Zaha Hadid was a princess.
No, she wasn't. She was an architect.
3,
Marie Curie was born in 1919.
No, she wasn't. She was born in 1867.
4,
Diana Spencer and Amy Winehouse were born in the US.
No, they weren't. They were born in England.
5,
Nelson Mandela and Neil Armstrong were both politicians.
No, they weren't. Mandela was a politician, but Armstrong wasn't.
6,
Leo Tolstoy was an Italian actor.
No, he wasn't. He was a Russian writer.
So those are the answers. Remember to use the negative form of was and were. Wasn't o weren't. ¿Vale? Nos está comiendo el tiempo. This part, we are going to do it now. But before we do that part, I'd like to show you the video of Steve Jobs. Yep.
Computers and telephones were very different 30 years ago. Listening to music was very different just 10 years ago. Steve Jobs changed the technology we use today. His Apple Computer Company is famous all over the world. Steve Jobs was born on the 24th of February, 1955, in the beautiful city of San Francisco, California, in the USA. In 1960, Steve's family moved to Mountain View, California. He went to school in the town of Cupertino. Today, the headquarters of Apple are here. In 1972, Steve went to Reed College, 1,000 kilometers away in Portland, Oregon. He didn't finish his college course. In 1976, Steve Jobs and his friend Stephen Wozniak built computers in Steve's parents' garage. Their first computer was the Apple I. On the 1st of April, 1976, Jobs, Wozniak, and their friend Ron Wayne started the Apple Computer Company. The Apple Computer Company sold the first Apple I computer for $666.66. In 2012, someone bought an Apple I computer for $374,500. In the 1970s and 80s, more and more people used computers every day, and they wanted computers at home. Young businessmen like Steve Jobs and Bill Gates were very successful. In 1985, Steve Jobs left Apple. He started another computer company called Next Computers. Jobs bought Pixar, a computer animation company, in 1986. In 1995, Pixar made Toy Story. The film was a huge success. In 1996, Steve Jobs returned to Apple. The next 15 years were very busy. In 1998, the colorful iMac computer was born. Then, in 2001, the iPod was born. It changed the music industry. Then, the iPhone was born. It changed how we use our phones. And in 2010, the iPad arrived. It changed computers again. Steve Jobs died on the 5th of October, 2011. He was only 56 years old, but he changed technology forever.
Very interesting life of this outstanding engineer and creator. Thanks to him, we got Apple computers. I am working on my Mac and iPhones. Okay, so final activity before we go. Yo creo que les voy a dejar de tarea el quiz. Estaba planeando un quiz, pero también quiero hacer esto de was, wasn't, were o weren't. ¿Tienen un ejemplo ahí de cómo usar? Vamos a saltarnos aquí. Estas son expresiones han pasado. ¿Vale? Vamos a verlas de todos modos el lunes. El lunes las expresiones. Complete the sentence with was, wasn't, were o weren't. Ya tienen un ejemplo ahí. Where was your mother born? Number 2. ¿Qué sería? Was, wasn't, where o weren't? Luciana, number 2. When? ¿No está Luciana? Grecia.
¿Qué? ¿No sería where?
Yes, correct. Thank you. Where were your partners born? Porque es plural. Number 3. Elena.
Sería my parents were born in 1900. 1965. My father was born in 1962. My mother in 1967.
Yeah, were. Solamente aquí negative because they were born in different years. Thanks. Nazareth. No hay
Want? What?
Wasn't. No, I wasn't on holiday in Barcelona because it's snow. Has to be negative. As a question, Eileen,
Was he at home yesterday?
no,
He wasn't.
no, he wasn't.
What?
Number 6.
What?
No, he wasn't. Number 6, were you at work yesterday? Yes, we were. Were they at school yesterday morning? No, they weren't. Okay, guys. So I'm going to share a link so you can practice the verbs. It's like a quiz. ¿Ya? Es un pequeño test de los verbos. Entonces, nos vemos hasta el lunes. Mañana en el trabajo de was y were, ¿vale? Para complementar esta clase. Was, wasn't, were, and weren't.